Okay, guys, so welcome back to this next video here, and we're going to be talking about email marketing here and SMS to build out your sort of lifetime value and profits. Okay, so a very important channel for sure to incorporate and always be nurturing in your marketing is your email, because this is a database that you actually own. You know, you can do all the social media, all the following, all the engagement, and all that kind of good stuff that's going to acquire attention, but tomorrow the likes of Meta, the likes of any social media like your TikTok or anything like that, or anything that is going to come down the line, basically owns that attention. You're just renting it. So, if anything, if you breach their rules in any way, shape, or form, you're going to be in big trouble because you're not going to have access to your page, your following, all the hard work, whether it's organic or paid, and all the content that you're putting out to nurture people into what your brand has to offer could be gone tomorrow if you break a rule. And these rules are changing all the time because they're always trying to improve the user experience. Email, of course, email is something that's constantly improving as well with the internet service providers. But the thing is, when you get an email ID, you actually, essentially have access to that without restriction, if that makes sense. Okay, it's you actually own the data, right, rather than the social media or social network. So you're either doing a couple of things. You're either acquiring leads through a lead magnet on your website, for example. The typical one is the discount on your first purchase, which brings people into your email database, and you can kind of nurture from there, whether it's through content, email, welcome series, obviously the discount as well, and just showing what your brand has to offer. Then you may have that, and or people who are just buying from you, whatever sort of inbound sort of channel you're using to acquire customers, but you are getting people to purchase, and you have them now as a customer. So in order to sort of maximize the lifetime value, you can use email, but also SMS as well. SMS is still SMS seems like a bit of a dinosaur, but it's actually not a dinosaur marketing channel, but it's actually not. It's actually a brilliant channel as well, because less people are using it, and therefore you're going to garner people's attention. The open rates are really good. You can incorporate it with not just your simple text message, but also other apps such as WhatsApp as well. So look, I mean, who's this? Who does this benefit? Okay, it benefits startups and it benefits established brands. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, brands who are interested in actually increasing their revenue and their profits with low conversion rate, because you have to remember that it's very cheap to actually send out email. Same with SMS, and because they have some sort of relationship with you already, whether it's a customer or their lead just starting to get to know you, it's easier to acquire that next sale, and the sale after that, and the sale after that. Okay, because there's trust built, and if you've delivered a good customer experience, good product, good delivery time, all that kind of good stuff, then it's just easier for people to sort of make a decision and actually make a purchase with you. So the conversion rates are low. Brands that want to improve their lifetime value, because at the end of the day, this is a channel that you can use very cheaply to sort of nurture, educate, and make repeat purchases. Okay, and brands also as well that want to actually build a better community and branding in their audience, and you do that sort of through content. So the email channel itself, it's going to deliver repeat purchases and sales. It's going to build the brand awareness, of course, and nurture the relationship with your customers and your leads, and it delivers more profit. Okay, so we would always say, like, if you're in a position now where you really want to scale up your brand and you want to have total control over more of the orders that come in, you use paid acquisition. You spend a bit of money to acquire the customer profitably on the likes of social media networks such as Meta or Google, for example. But then it's also about building up the lifetime value over time. So some of the pillars to success really here, guys, with email marketing is, if you're okay, strong offers. Everything comes down to an offer initially. Okay, what are you offering? Is it a piece of educational content? Is it an actual offer where people are going to transact with you with their money? It has to be good. It has to be enticing, and that is the sort of like the core of how you have to get right for every sort of email campaign. Okay. You're also your email deliverability has to be on point as well. A lot of people sort of miss this. They acquire these leads and customers and everything like that, but they don't do list hygiene. They don't look after certain elements of their email database. And what happens is, if you are getting low deliverability, it means that it's going to continue that way, and less of your emails are going to land in the actual inbox. Okay, and that's not good because you paid either time or money for this attention. So email deliverability is a huge thing. Okay, there's various different things that you need to be watching out for per month to make sure that your emails are going through to the inbox. Okay, because it's all about reputation at the end of the day. The internet service providers don't want their users getting email from people who they don't know or don't like or don't want. There's various ways of why people don't want that, but you have to be, as a marketer, making sure that your deliverability is on point. Okay, so the next thing is your email campaigns and your email automations. That's the workflows or the broadcast that you do. That's either through education or sort of transactional offers. Open rates and click-through rates. That comes down to also deliverability as well. Your list segmentation and management, who you're actually going after. There's no point in sending email to people who are not going to be interested in what you have to offer. It could be you could have a customer base, and a certain segment of that customer base have an interest, and the other segment have a completely different interest, and you got to make sure you got to get that right in terms of how you're managing your lists. You don't want to be sending email to people who don't want to hear for what you have to say, what your message is. Again, if that happens, they're going to hit spam or they're going to hit delete, and the internet service providers are going to see that, and they're going to go, "Oh, this brand here, this sender is not doing a good job of communication through email, so therefore we're going to decrease the email deliverability," and that's where things can go quite wrong. Uh, Also, account optimization, and then like soft selling and communication. So you don't necessarily have to be pushing offers all the time. You could be literally just doing a soft sell where you're trying to show them a piece of content, and all you want to do is have them open and click, and there's no other huge commitment than that. It's just a micro commitment. It's a soft sell, but that's good because people are paying attention, they're opening, they're clicking, they're consuming your content, which is good for email deliverability. So we actually take care of we actually take care of some of this stuff here when it comes to your email SMS flows. The welcome emails, the abandoned carts, the gamification. We do that as well, where we're trying to just send out campaigns where it's a sort of soft sell, where you send out campaigns where there's a contest, there's a giveaway, or there's some sort of like gamification method to engage the customers. So that's a good thing. Content campaigns as well. And we also would look after the sort of promotional and sales things as well. Management of email deliverability, obviously a huge one there as well. And A/B testing. You want to be A/B testing your messaging and your communications to see what is actually resonating more with your actual audience, and of course maximizing the ROI. So to conclude here on the idea of using email and SMS, okay, is lastly the sort of the results, what people can actually expect. So, okay, it really depends on the industry, okay, but the typical ROI range here is anywhere from $42 to $44, okay. But again, that really sort of depends on various things, like how well you are looking after your email lists, okay, the subscribers, the content that you're sending out, how things are resonating, your deliverability, your product. Is it in demand? Have you other products to sell other than the initial one that you sold the customer? Are you always developing, or are you developing other products that you can actually sell that will enhance the customer's experience, that will get them a better desired outcome than what they're actually looking for? And that's what it's all about too. But you have email, whether it's a lead, whether it's a customer, they've went through the experience of purchasing from you and experiencing your brand, and hopefully solving a problem or looking for, or getting a desired outcome that they were looking to experience initially through your brand. And now you have that email where you can actually, like I said, nurture these people and get them to purchase over time. And the more purchases that you make with a channel like email that is not so expensive to actually convert people, but very very little, to be honest. That's where you've got to go here, and this is where lifetime value sort of really builds out, and your actual profit margins sort of increase over time. So maybe in another video, I'm going to set up because I do videos where I show sort of a lot of acquisition, because that's primarily what we're doing right now at the moment. But we're definitely looking into building out more of the retention side of things, because it's just highly important for brands. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to do a 360 approach where we'll acquire the customers at scale, but also get those customers to repeat purchase over time. And that's where you have various you have an entire email marketing management here, where where I just spoke about a lot of the things here, where we're looking out for the types of emails that we're sending out, the sort of engagement that we're looking for. Is it a hard sell? Is it a soft sell? The offers that we're pushing out, the email hygiene, the deliverability, which is important as well, how we segment things out, all that stuff. So we want to incorporate that. But yeah, hopefully in time I'll actually create another video where I'll actually sort of dive into some sort of results from an account where we can show essentially what the ROI was for a period of time. So that's it, guys. Thank you for hopping on this video. I hope it was of value. This is what you need to be doing for email. These are the success, the ways that you sort of generate success with this channel. It is a brilliant channel. It's probably one of my favorites, to be very honest with you. And yeah, so I will speak to you in the next video. Talk soon.